created this hardcore self-belief within that then doesn't allow me to manifest the way I would like to abundantly create in my life and see result. Manifestation starts with awareness that I am omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient life self, connected and interconnected, part of the divine and the universe at large and divine being. So when we get to that understanding, then the self limitation starts melting away. When we look into deep understanding and awareness of moment by moment, when we realize what is my moment by moment self talk, that is the running program, the default in my head, behind my thoughts. So when we realize that, then manifestation becomes intentional. There is the need of understanding. We must really, absolutely embed in our psyche. We are manifesting every moment of the day. Meditation is safe. It's basically arriving home, recognizing that this mind, body, soul now in this body exist all together in alignment, and I'm safe and I'm home. To me, that's the definition of meditation. Obviously, there are various techniques of meditation. What I like mostly, as you notice, is visualization through meditation. Why? Because brain recognizes the language of imagery much more than the words. And when we go into silence, if you are a beginner and you want to focus on your breath only, which many do, and is nothing wrong with it. But if you are a beginner and you are bombarded with all this information every day, as you know, then you want to quiet the mind and focus on breathing. Your mind says, "Look at that! I'm going to bring more all those, thoughts in." And people struggle to sit down and meditate, and many of them say, "I can't meditate," which is not true. To me, just being in other space, giving yourself a gift. I always say, give yourself a gift. When you say I don't have time, you're manifesting not having. Again, you're in a scarcity. Give yourself a gift of time. And when you're giving that gift to yourself, even it is for 5 minutes, acknowledging first, you are acknowledging that I'm abundant, I'm giving, I'm generous. Secondly, that energy is manifesting in you. Then we are giving a visualization where you are giving your mind something to work with rather than wanting to silence it. When we are going through that visualization, for example, I use the visualization for letting the thoughts go, using the imagery of a leaf or a wind or the water running and taking your thought with. And in that way, we're beating the mind in its own game. We are reaching silence without forcing it. So when we are going with the flow and we're working with our own selves, we're arriving into a space, that sweet spot, which Joe Dispenza calls it, of God consciousness. We are arriving in that moment in the field. We are there, then we can create, we can plant a seed into the universe for manifestation. Meditation is the key. Healing the inner child is very important because each and every person through their own life journey have to go through certain traumas in order to learn and to evolve. Now, if we don't heal those traumas of the past, we are sitting with a wounded child within ourselves. The wounded child that still makes decisions for us. We may not notice it. So many fear triggers, so many anger triggers, so many self-sabotage patterns comes from the wounded inner child. That's why we are looking back, going back into the experiences and bring those traumas out, looking at them, understanding why they were here. We look from different perspectives to that, to understand what that experience was. Because also interconnected to that is the life is a perception, and we look at the perception of the child. Is that perception still running through your default mode? And if so, we have to address it. And once we address that, we love the inner child, we heal the inner child within, and we have a great relationship. We no longer have to run that self-sabotage pattern. We no longer have to function from a place of fear and not being safe. And the future self then benefits from this, because once I have transformed myself now into a better version of myself, I am showing up to in life with higher levels of frequency each and every day. I'm creating a much better evolved future self.
All right. Amazing. Very